Soul fam, what's good? Welcome back to your reading. This is your look ahead for the week. Before we begin, just a few housekeeping notes. I'll try to keep them short and sweet. Yes, thank you. First of all, to all my new subscribers, to all my old subscribers, for those that contribute to my channel, contribute to my energy. I appreciate you all. Yes, first. Now, the second thing is, if you would like a personal reading, check out my website, sagegoodbye.com. I just opened up live readings. So if you would like a phone reading or a Zoom reading, I have a discount code on my spiritual gifts video. I'll put a card here so you can check that out. Get the code, book me. All right. If you're interested, if my energy resonates with you, if these readings resonate with you and you want something personal, I feel you and I'm here for you. So check that out. And now, we're going to connect to the energy of the reading. So the way you do this, if you've never done this before, is you just relax, ground yourself, take a deep breath, a short, shallow breath, whatever feels natural to you, just relax. And say something to the effect of, I am open to be read. I am open to receiving the messages that are meant for me. Breathe it out. And now you are ready for your reading. I'll see you there. Virgo, welcome to your reading from March 15th to the 21st. This is your spiritual conversation, your energy update, your energy reading for the week. So let's get into it. Figure out what Spirit would like to say to you and what they would like to bring to light. Before we begin, I just ask that you protect all Virgos from any psychic attack and myself. Only allow the messages to come through that are for the greatest and highest good of Virgo and all involved. All right. See what messages Spirit would like to convey. We have negotiation. I know y'all seen that publicity there. Thank you. Can I have one more? Thank you. All right. Virgo, I'm getting the sense that more recently something did not pan out. You put your all and you put a lot of effort into something and you did not get the result that you thought you would get. And it's very public. It's very out there. Like, a lot of people know that you didn't get the result. You did not get the win that you have been really thinking that you would get. Okay. So we have some ego energy in here. We also have some convention energy, which I feel like this convention energy tied into the ego. Like, all of these things are connected. The publicity, the egotism, and the convention. The publicity and the egotism add to the convention. This convention is talking about wanting things to be a certain way, right? This kind of box mentality, keeping your mind inside of a box, thinking things are square, trying to put a square peg into a square hole, like that kind of perfection, you know, when it's really a circle peg in a square hole. That's what it turned out to be. And I get the sense you were a little bit blindsided by this, or you will be a little bit blindsided by this energy. Feeling a little bit like blinded right now, like kind of questioning a few things at this point, because you really thought you had everything together. You really thought you negotiated, you paid attention to the fine print, the details, everything was aligned for you. You really thought you had it in the bag, but then it did not pan out. Let's get a little deeper. See, this card flipped out. We have acquisition. We have detachment. Thank you. I feel like you missed this one. We have adaptability. Spirit's saying, like, with this adaptability, I feel like it was just, you we're juggling a bit too much. You had a heavier load than you probably should have. You were trying to do it all. You didn't allow for anyone to come in and help you. Like, there is someone who wants to help you even still this week. They want to partner with you, but you're really detached right now, because I get the sense that you're coming out of this kind of time of feeling a little bit defeated, and you don't want to have anything to do with anyone. And for some of you all, this is in regards to a relationship, coming out of like a rough relationship, and then there being a suitor here that is presenting themselves to you, but you're so detached that you can't see it. And then for others of you, this is in regards to work. This is in regards to something that you were trying to create, and kind of this opportunity is being presented to you, and you are not able to see it because of the more recent defeat. So just be mindful of that this week, because there is an opportunity coming in, a reconciliation of sorts. So something coming in to kind of rekindle that spark for you. All right. We have a lot of Cancer energy here. And this Cancer energy, I feel, is coming in as like a nurturing energy, a mother energy. For some of you, this may be actual mother coming in and you know, cheering you up in some way. Either way, this will happen. This nurturing energy is presenting itself before the enthusiasm. So there is going to be some excitement here, but first there's going to be some licking of the wounds in this week. There's going to be some recouping and resetting and developing a bit more a cautious attitude, okay? Not in a bad way though. Like, this is more planning and figuring out what went wrong. Why did this not fit? Why did this not pan out? Is it because I was having too strict of an idea of the way it needed to come out? Or was I just juggling too much? And I feel like Spirit's really just saying you were juggling way too much. So trying to figure out how to divvy up tasks, how to share the load, how to, you know, not have this happen in the way that it did again. All right, we have idealism. And I get the sense like this idealism, this is a lot of sun energy. So I feel this is just speaking to how you wished it would be. Like, just having this idea of perfection. And I think even there's some disbelief here in the beginning half of the week as things did not pan out. It's almost like you don't even still believe that it didn't work out, because you had it. I get that you did do a lot of planning, or there was a lot of discussion even, but it still did not work out, right? So there's some disbelief in the beginning half of the week as you really realize that, you know, this thing is not moving in the direction that you once thought. And like I said, for some of you all, that is a relationship that did not pan out after all the efforts, after all of the gifts. You guys just did not speak the same love language, okay? You did all of the things that you would want for you, but that's not what they wanted for them, okay? And then we have riches here under adaptability, the beginning and the end, the alpha and the omega. Like I said, this is just not understanding that person's love language, or not understanding the actual needs of the consumer for some of you all, or not understanding like what is really being desired of you, right? There's some resistance here. There's some indecision. Yeah, I feel like a lot of you all are still in disbelief that this even happened or did not happen, and you cannot understand why, because you feel like you did everything right. It's not that you did anything wrong. It's just you weren't doing the right things, okay? So try to release some of that resistance to try to release some of that resistance to what you thought you should do, or what was the actual thing that was being asked of you, or what the other person wanted. Try to release some of that resistance to that, because it is not up to you to say what someone else wants, okay? It is not your decision. Like, I get some of you all were being in the relationship really nonchalant. Like, this is the person here crying and you're like chilling. Okay, you're chilling because you think you're doing everything right. You're floating on cloud nine. You're so in love. But there are things that this person needed that you couldn't even see because you thought you were giving so much here. Okay, you thought you were the perfect partner. You thought you were doing everything. But there was a piece missing. Okay, there was a piece missing that you could not see. I get that maybe it was not even communicated to you. Let's see. Yeah, definitely was not communicated to you with this wedding card. This wedding card, I feel, represents like what you think should happen, right? It's conventional, it's traditional. And like I said, we have this convention card here as well. It's you were doing what you thought you should do in this situation. But that's not necessarily what they wanted. That wasn't necessarily the foundation that you needed to be building. It's like when you're building software, right? And you get all the specs from any of you that are software geeks out there. You get all the specs from your client and they're like, I want it to be built this way, this way, this way. You have the meeting. And you have a totally different vision of what they're talking about. You had a totally different vision, boo. You had a totally different vision. And you really ran with that vision. This is the impulse card. So that was very difficult for you because what you thought you had all the pieces together. And we have this isolation coming up as well. I feel like with this detachment being here, I'm going to just move that. With this detachment being here and this isolation showing up, I get the sense for some of you all, it's going to be very difficult in the beginning to get over this relationship, this situation, and be apart from it. Because it's been a major part of your life for quite some time. Whatever this energy is, there is this isolation energy coming in as a challenge. Okay? So understandably so. So let's get some advice and see what Spirit has to say. What advice do you have for Virgo regarding this isolation in this coming week or this situation overall? Oh, they want to talk on the situation. What advice do you have? Spiritual career. What is the situation you have? Manifestation. What else? On the situation as a whole or for this isolation? Change. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. So Virgo, I feel like spirit is saying with this that there is some change that needs to happen. Okay? There's some change that needs to happen in regards to you taking down the specs. Okay? There is a shift that needs to happen in directly on top of this isolation, meaning that you cannot be fearful of being alone. Do not be afraid of being alone because that will only manifest more isolation. Okay? Do not be afraid to change because that will only manifest more change. Okay? So it's you are what you attract, you are what you eat, they're saying. So I feel this situation can kind of propel you into a more spiritual career where you're being more mindful of the specs. Like I keep saying, I can't get that metaphor out of my head. You're being more mindful of what it is that is happening versus what it is that you think is happening. So what it is that someone is requesting or requiring of you opposed to what it is that you think. And the reason I'm pausing is because also I'm seeing like with the spiritual career, this becoming kind of like a deeper practice, and developing the ability to really be able to read people in a different way, a deeper way, I should say. So this spiritual career, some of you all are going to come out of this as spiritual guidance counselors, as spiritual, just more spiritual overall. Okay. And yes, being more mindful and creating. You guys are, I'm getting like this real powerful manifestor energy coming through. Like, you guys have the power to really create and manifest things like that. Okay. And for that reason, it can be very difficult when things come to pass, like negative things that come through that you may have been thinking. It may be very difficult. And change can be very difficult for some of you all. But I just get the sense that a lot of you all are very powerful manifestors, very powerful beings, and blind to it, very unaware of that, not necessarily connected with that energy, okay? In a way that it can work to your benefit. Yes. So Spirit is saying their advice is change, okay? Constant change. Accept change. Accept change and be more flexible and adaptable to change, right? I know we have adaptability here covered up, but that needs to be the thing that you're juggling. Change, that flow, because then it will allow you to more easily juggle many, many, many things in the future. Okay? Wear many hats in the future if you're constantly able to adjust and adapt to change. All right? I feel like it's time to get some lit advice. So let's do that. Let's see. See what lit advice you have for us, Virgos. What lit advice do you have for Virgo? Yes, thank you. A girl like you. Baby, you have to be who you are. You are the only one in this world. Own your voice. Say what you feel, because those who mind don't matter, and those who matter truly won't mind. We have stop and chill. Close your eyes. Be aware of your breathing and just listen to what's going on around you. This is Vanilla Ice. Ice, baby. Keep it cool. Keep it chill. But wait, let me go back to that. Did you hear that? Listen to what's going on around you. This is the observation piece, right? Stop and chill. Stop and chill. Get the specs. Get the deets. Can I have one more piece of advice for Virgos for this week? Don't worry about a thing. Because every little thing is gonna be all right. Yeah. Rise up this morning. Inhale a long, deep breath. Exhale slowly. As I said, rise up this morning. Hold on. I'm not even going to read that because, like, gratitude. You woke up this morning. This is speaking to the isolation, that not wanting to be alone, that feeling of aloneness. You rose up this morning. Every day is an opportunity. Every day is an opportunity, a gift even. That's why they call it the present. I'm going to get cheesy for y'all, okay? It's not over till it's over, okay? So no matter what goes on and what flows through you this week, what challenges you face this week, don't worry. Because as long as you wake up every single day, right, that is an opportunity and a chance for things to change. Your life could be different tomorrow. You could win the lottery tomorrow. Things could be very different for you tomorrow. Don't worry. Because when you worry, you have to deal with it twice. You deal with it worrying about it, and then you deal with it actually having to deal with it, okay? That's all. Spirit don't want me to say no more. I'm not going to say no more. I hope you enjoy your week. I wish you all the best of love and life, Virgo, in the rest of this week and beyond. And I will see you next week. Make sure and disconnect from the energy of the reading by saying, I disconnect from this energy, this space, this time, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.